today. I hope you're all doing really well. And thank you so much for your support on my channel. And also for those of you who have left recent donations, thank you so much, guys. You've got no idea what it means, and I just love you all. Today we are looking at what is going on with your divine masculine. How is he feeling? And what this basically is today, the theme is, what shadow work is he doing right now, okay, within himself that is helping to bring him closer to you, or to help this connection, you know, some of you might call it union. What's helping him? How is the universe bringing in this for him? It might be that you have been helping to send him love and light, and you're praying for him as well. It could also be that you're doing your own self-work, which also means that it's inspiring him in some way to do his own healing as well. On an energetic level, they do pick up on it, even if you're not in contact with each other, especially if you're twin flames, you share the same chakra auric system as well. So it definitely helps with that as well. So yeah, we're going to have a look at what shadow work he might be doing, and how it's helping the connection, and how it might be bringing you both closer to one another eventually, you know. Some of you might find it is accelerating the time in which he communicates with you, or, you know, how it can heal the relationship as such as well. For some, it can be a really long journey. Sometimes it can be years. Sometimes it can be months, weeks, days for some people. You know, it's all different. Everyone is different. But the divine masculines, you know, are starting to really wake up and move into their empowered energy, that true masculine energy, the awakened masculine. And they're awakening. A lot of them are awakening right now. And a lot of them know what they need to focus on. It's just a matter of being able to focus on that and be disciplined, and, you know, it's just about that motivation to look within as well. It can be very hard to do, but that's why the dark night of the soul occurs, and the awakening does occur, is to kind of shake them up a bit, you know, and it's part of their spiritual growth and evolution. That when an awakening occurs, or the dark night of the soul occurs, it's really directing them in a better place. As we know, if any of you have ever gone through a dark night of the soul, or gone through your shadow work, it is massive. Like, it is a huge process to go through. You are clearing out childhood trauma. You are clearing out past life contracts, and trauma even from there. All cellular, I should say, energy, you know, that's been residual energy that's blocked. And it's our life lessons, you know, as we know, to get through that and to process it and to heal. And your divine masculine, the ones I'm tuning into today, are undergoing this shadow work. They might have already gone through some kind of an awakening. The dark night of the soul has started for your person. They're in that right now, and we're just going to have a look at what's going on with your person while they're undergoing that, okay, while they're in that space, and see what he's doing and how it's helping him. And also, if you are in contact with your divine masculine, there might be some ways, some messages might come through from spirit as to what ways you might be able to assist in his healing, or support him in that, even indirectly. Okay, guys, so I am going to put this incense out right now. I want you guys to just focus on the cards in front of you. Put your person in mind. Take a deep breath. And we have 3 decks of cards in front of you with his cute little puppy dogs. We've got number 1, which is the Lightseer's Tarot with the little black and white dog, the blue collar or blue scarf. And we have number 2, which is the Arcanum Tarot with the little black and brown puppy. And then we have reading number 3, which is the Universal Celtic Tarot with the cute little brown puppy with the yellow collar. So I'll give you a moment to focus on the cards, and we'll get the reading to you shortly. Hi, Group 1. Welcome, guys. You chose a little black and white puppy dog with the Light Seers Tarot. Okay, let's see what's going on with your Divine Masculine. We're going to see his current energy, how he's feeling for you, and what shadow work he's undergoing right now and how that's helping him and this connection. Group 1, please, Spirit. Group 1. Group 1's Divine Masculine, please, Spirit. So we want to see, what is his current energy, please, Spirit? What is this Group 1's Divine Masculine's current energy? No, it didn't feel right. Hang on. Group 1's current energy. There we are, the Fool. Ooh, surrendering and perhaps jumping in or allowing something to happen. Let's see. Let's see what this is about. So we've got the Magician reversed. And we've also got the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Your person wants to dive into something. They want to start on a fresh new path. There might be an opportunity coming to your Divine Masculine right now. But he's not sure how to make something work. Or he's not sure how to manifest something. Let's have a look. We've got the Gemini Virgo energy and Capricorn Taurus Virgo. And could be Sagittarius too there. So we have got things aren't always as they appear, sabotage. And beauty, your natural beauty takes my breath away. Yeah, your Divine Masculine might have sabotaged this connection. And yet he wants a fresh start. He wants a clean slate in his life. He wants to manifest something. What does he want to manifest? What does he want to manifest? He wants to manifest truth and vision. He wants a clear vision. He wants clarity. Perhaps he is trying to work out how to manifest communication between you and tell you how beautiful he feels about you. But at the moment he's sitting back just kind of watching. He's trying to find balance in his life and try to ground his energy. At the moment he might feel like he's ready to take a leap of faith, but at the same time he's worried he might sabotage it if he does. So he finds you absolutely beautiful, Divine Feminine. He finds you so beautiful. There's a Divine Feminine in this card, Queen of Swords. He sees you as this really beautiful person who knows what they want, very independent. He may see that there's, you know, a chance to start afresh on this path, but he's not sure how to. So as much as he wants to jump in, he's not sure how he can do that. You might be, some of you might be offering something to him, and it could be that you're opening the pathway for communication, but he's worried he's going to sabotage it. What's his shadow side saying to you? So when I think of you, I feel angry. Okay, that's his shadow self, don't forget. So it might be in contradiction because that's what happens when people are in a shadow side. They still have all love and everything for you, but there's still some unresolved stuff that he's trying to work out here within himself. And it could also be that he's just deflecting that. Like he doesn't want to have to look right within and see that it's his issue as well to deal with. I bet you wish you never met me. Yeah, because he feels bad for perhaps hurting you or promising things that weren't coming about or for that sabotaging it, okay? He can see that you can see right through him. Like you can pierce through the veil of his mask or whatever it is he's holding. Okay, so he says, I'm committed to improving myself. You inspire me to grow and heal. So this is why I think he sees you as this really strong person, this queen that he wants to like grow into a king. He wants to, like, there's a fresh start, 2 fresh starts here, okay, new beginnings. He wants to have a fresh, clean slate with you. And he doesn't want, he's trying to work on his commitment phobias perhaps, or how he sabotages things with you. So he's committed to improving himself. And he really does look up to you. Wow, hang on. Well, this one says, I'm sorry that this is how things turned out. And I keep myself busy with the things I do, but every time I pause, I still think of you. So he's trying to build his life up. He might even be trying to build his career with the pentacles here as well, trying to manifest some kind of financial power in his life as well. So it could be that at the moment he's just trying to get on his feet, ground himself, and try to better himself at the moment. He just doesn't know how to exactly do that right now. So he's really got to go into his mind and really think about how he's going to do that. I have mixed feelings. One minute I am sad, the next I am angry. That's that anger. When I think of you, I feel angry. I feel sad. I feel angry. So he's definitely in that shadow. So sometimes I feel just emotionally disconnected from everyone and everything. So your divine masculine needs to take time out on his own. He needs to, and he probably is withdrawing at the moment, being on his own, being solo. At the moment, trying to work through those feelings, through that anger, through anything that's triggering or has triggered him. So, yeah, fun, partying, lighthearted, and joy. Maybe at some point he has to just do that. He has to socialize and just not get too serious. Otherwise, he's just going to sink. So maybe at the moment he is trying to be around people that are uplifting. Maybe he just needs to sit back with some mates and have a few drinks and stuff like that. If it's meant to be, it will be, baby. Just let it be. Could you ever forgive me for all the hurt I've caused you? I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. And I tried to deceive you, but I was only deceiving myself. The player got played. So that might represent, you know, someone wearing a mask with you and not being real with you. It could be that your person was maybe a bit of a player and has realized now that's not how his true values lie with that. You know, he doesn't want to be like that. He's gotten played because he's lied to himself basically as well. So he might have been trying to just put you at arm's length, keep you at arm's length. And in the end, he's just hurting himself. You know, he's feeling this pull towards you and wants a fresh start. So how is he feeling? You know, how is he feeling? The Devil, reversed. This is how he feels about you. The Sun, woo, the Sun is beautiful. And the Five of Swords reversed, Justice reversed, and the Page of Cups reversed. Yeah, he feels stupid. He feels a bit foolish, actually, looking at the Fool card here. He feels foolish for taking you for granted. He feels foolish that he allowed his desires and temptations or his shadow stuff to overwhelm him and take over this connection. He allowed his fears to take over. He allowed his emotional immaturity to get in the way. He hasn't felt grounded. He hasn't felt like he can put his feet firmly on the ground to move towards this connection. There might have been some hurtful things said. There might have been ghosting. A back and forth energy is what I'm getting here. And he might have at some point just seemed very neutral about the connection. Maybe he wasn't all for it, all out of it. At some point he might have just been sitting on the fence and had made you feel, you know, that he didn't really want this. But what I see is how he's feeling for you now is that he's sorry that that's happened. He is really sorry that he has been at this point. He feels like he's starting to transform and grow and see things in a different light now. He sees you in this beautiful light and he feels like he's in the dark. You know, he's in the darkness, you're in the light. You're the light shining and he can see that, but he feels like he's not good enough for that. He's not good enough to reach you and dance with you in this light. He's still in the shadow, trying to let go of his shadows, trying to let go of his fears and the stuff that plays in his mind because he overthinks things. So he might get carried away in a feeling, but then he overthinks things and then wants to become really neutral and just, what's the word? Almost like, just like I'm getting the word blank, you know, it's almost like there's just no commitment given, like he won't give anything, he won't give much, he won't say anything. It's kind of like maybe there was a bit of a hot and cold energy going on with him. Could be a bit of a player in that he may not have been trying to hurt you, but the way his actions were did hurt you. He feels that it's, you know, not fair that he can't be with you the way he wants to be. We've got Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, and Libra. We had Libra over here with the Queen of Swords as well. So intuitive, trust your inner knowing. So he's trying to get into his intuition right now. He's trying to follow that. Because at the moment his emotions are blocked. He's overthinking and over-analyzing and freaking out about things. He's trying to like he knows actually. He knows that his intuition tells him that you are the one he wants to be with. So there's nothing I can do about it right now. He's limited. So because of the shadow work he's doing, maybe it's just he's not ready. He knows that at this time, at this moment in time, he can't come towards you. He can't express stuff that he wants to. He just doesn't have the tools right now on how to do this. He knows he wants to. He feels the urge to jump in and just communicate with you and be real with you. But he just knows that at the moment he would just cut and run. And that's something he does not want to do to you again. So the divine shadow, it was much easier to hide than face the truth. Yeah, he's hiding behind that mask. And I'm sorry I went MIA. It was never my intention to abandon you. I love your spirit. You shine like a star. You stole my heart. That's that shining of the sun there. He sees so much warmth in you, and he's drawn to you like a moth to a flame. Like he's just so magnetically attracted to you, but he just feels like he's not good enough. I recognize myself inside of you. Yeah, he really does. Like maybe you feel like a warm home to him. And write down your feelings. So it could be that he's trying to pen down something to you right now. He might be trying to write a message, whether it be a text message or something to you, trying to formulate it. There's just something about you I'm scared to lose because I know I won't find it in anyone else. Yeah, he definitely sees you are very special to him. And I found myself when I found you. So I recognize myself inside of you. I found myself when I found you. It's terrifying him in some ways. Yeah. So what do we got? We got, I'm sorry for all the hateful things that I said. I was just afraid. Yeah, I do feel like there might have been some very hurtful things said at some stage. Here, he might have been saying it to push you away, to not hurt you further, if that makes sense. So inconsistent, unreliable, unstable game playing. Now, some of you might have, for some of you, he might not actually be a player, but his actions and inconsistent behavior might have felt like it was game playing. And that will resonate with some of you. For some of you, he was a player, or he is a player, and he's just trying to get out of that nature, like out of that behavior as well now. But it does show at the moment he is unreliable, he is unstable, he knows this. He knows that if he's to say something to you, which he really does mean from his heart, that his action is going to be to run away, cut and run, and hurt you even more. So that's why I feel like he's staying away as well. So I want to see, what is he actually healing? What is Spirit helping him to heal right now? What's going on? What shadow work is he actually looking at right now in this time that he's trying to work out? So we've got discontent, muses. You know, at the moment, he doesn't know his passion in life. He might not even know his purpose in life right now. He might be really in limbo land, really lost, feeling discontent. Family, Holy Spirit. So he might be at the moment going through some issues with family too. It could be that generational stuff as well that he's trying to deal with, or just his direct family right now. There's something that's very, needs a lot of healing in his family right now. He might have felt like a black sheep, or that he's just been cast out by the family, or just doesn't feel like he fits in. Self-control, higher self. He's learning that. And also balance, divine teachers. So his higher self is trying to say, you know, you need to discipline yourself, ground your energy. Don't be so distracted by everything. Ground yourself and do the work. Balance your energy out. Whoops, hang on. Wow, hang on, I've got to pause it. Okay, it's just crazy when all my cards go flying, because when they go flying, then the rest of the cards go flying all over the floor, and it's like, oh my God. Okay, where am I? Okay, so what is happening, Spirit, with Group 1's Divine Masculine with his healing work? What shadow work is he working on right now, please? Pride. Okay, it's that mask there as well. And letting go of the old. It might be that he's too proud to let go of old behaviors right now. Could be addictions, could be just stubbornness as well. When I see the Pride card, it kind of reminds me of Leo the lion, you know, so it could be a Leo that you're dealing with. Could be Libra with the balance card here as well. Cancer with the family. So contemplate death and beyond. Your person's really going deep into, he's trying to find out the purpose of life and death. He's trying to find out the purpose of life and what death even means, because don't forget, death doesn't have to be physical. It is a spiritual death, okay? It's an ego death. The pride is all to do with ego. So at the moment, he's being pulled to really look at himself and ground his energy and work out where his values lie. What does he want? Is he going to let go of old behaviors and move into his authentic self? Or is he going to stay hidden behind a mask and keep sitting on the fence and being afraid for the rest of his life? Is he going to let go of pride? Is he going to heal stuff within the family? Does he need to cut loose from the family? You know, cut ties. Does he need to do that? Because it might even be that he wants to have his own family as well, but he's hiding away and running away from that. That could be something there as well. So we've got balanced again. I'm really trying to find a balance in life and love. Because it goes back down to that core issue of not feeling like he deserves love. So that's why he pushes you away, because you're that nurturing, warm place that he just does not feel he's good enough for, and he feels like he'll ruin it. Maybe he's been told, you know, been given the message by his family that he just wrecks things and that he's not good enough. Why can't you just tell me what you feel, because how you act is confusing me. So you might be giving mixed signals as well. And please stay in my life. I don't want you to go. So he's surrendering. What is he surrendering through this time of darkness? So he's surrendering his desire to control people. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. And surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. So sometimes people who are very insecure within themselves need to control other people. And I feel like your divine masculine is starting to learn that he's starting to learn that he can't control others to get what he wants in life. So I love how much faith you have in me. No one has ever believed in me the way that you do. I treasure you more than you know. So at some point you might have really been encouraging him to work on himself, or believing in him with his, you know, like creative endeavors or any kind of growth that he's been trying to do in his life. He's really appreciating you for being there. So chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. He's definitely feeling that. And honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. I feel like your divine masculine just really wants to take you away somewhere. Like, it's almost like he fantasizes about maybe going on a holiday somewhere with you, or just upping and leaving the crap that's going on in daily life, you know, or people around you or him that are just no good, and he just wants to start a fresh life. He just fantasizes about it. So do you think of me? And I'm afraid of intimacy, but I want to be close to you. Yeah, he wants to be close to you. So I'm not sure I'm ready to grow up. Yeah, that's that part of being like the player, the child, like emotional immaturity going on. He's maybe used to going out and socializing a lot and just having fun and being single, but yet he still wants to have a family life. He wants to be with you and commit to you to a degree. You know, when I say to a degree, I mean, like, some people aren't necessarily looking for marriage, but they just want to know that their person is with them and dedicated and want a life with them. And that's what he does want, deep down. Courageous, brave, open, fearless. So that's what he's working on right now, is trying to be brave, trying to face his inner demons, shadows, all that stuff. What's his higher self want to say to you? Oh, hang on, there's way too many. What does his higher self want to say to you? You are home to me. See, there it is right there. And I'm ready to face the truth with courage now. Got courage, courage. And I know our love is strong and can weather any storm. Yeah, he just needs that little bit of a push, you know. He just needs to get real with himself and make a decision and grow in that. Grow towards that. I want to hug you right now. Look inside yourself, and you are my twin flame. So maybe he's aware of that, you know. It's like he's very aware that there's a very strong spiritual, very strong bond going on here. So I wasn't looking for this. I don't know how to deal with this. And I'm drawn to your deep intelligence and wisdom. And you are my destiny. 1,000 lifetimes with you would never be enough. So we've got a time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo, and have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon, and we've also got you're very close to achieving your goal. So I feel like your person's starting to learn what it means to give to others, you know, just from the bottom of his heart, being of service to others. And because when we give, we are coming from a place with an open heart, and that's what he needs to do, is start opening his heart to give as well, not just to take. He's got to have faith in his dreams, but he is waiting out the storm. So there's an emotional storm going on within your divine masculine right now that he's trying to just hold out and wait, you know, till it passes kind of thing. So it could just be that there's a lot of volatile anger, as we saw before, going on within him as well. He's trying to settle that down so he can think clearly and process. Yeah, look, sad divine masculine. Yeah, it's so sad because, you know, when there's a storm, there's also tears, like rain pouring down. And that's what I think is happening. It's brewing within him at the moment, to the point of, because behind tears and hurt is, you know, well, behind anger is hurt and tears. So it's like the lightning is the anger. So when he calms down, there's going to be this release for him. And I think that's really bloody awesome because he needs that. So he says, I love you. Oh my God, I want to cry every time this happens. Oh my God. Okay, so how is Spirit helping you? Okay, what does Spirit want you to know? Yeah, be around your friends at this time. Have supportive people around you, but you can also see perhaps that your divine masculine is like your best mate. You know, treat him like a friend. Like if someone is down and out, what would you do? You know, if one of your friends was down and out, try and help them in some way. Maybe you would reach out to them, or just, you know, well, sometimes we are different with our friends. We might buy a gift for them, or reach out to them, or give them a shoulder to cry on. But I think with your divine masculine, especially if you're not in contact, it's best to just send him that love and light, and just do your meditations, visualize that violet flame surrounding you both, and that it's transmuting all the negative interference, okay, from other things as well, trying to help him in that way. Female friend, okay, so some of you need to be with your female friends, okay, other feminines. Okay, so what is Spirit helping him with right now? We've already seen all this, but let's get some more cards around this. So what are they actually going to help him with? So the hidden world, which is his inner world, his secrets, you know, looking at them from a deeper angle, getting deep within himself into the hidden world there. Archangel Raziel is the angel that comes through with the rainbow light. And I feel like your divine masculine is really starting to, you know, what happens after a storm? The rainbows come through. So it's amazing. So he is going to heal from this. The earth, he's getting grounded in divine love. Look at this. So Spirit are helping him to ground his energy. Once again, we saw that he's trying to ground his energy. Maybe he will actually go camping or go outdoors as well. Archangel Ariel and Archangel Raziel and Archangel Shamuel, which is the angel of relationships and love and unconditional love. And this is helping him to come close, okay? He's got to form a relationship with Earth, ground his energy, form a relationship with his inner self, his soul, his higher self, before he can form a relationship with you into that union. And that's what they're helping him with, which I think is just amazing. Now, did I get a card from here? I can't remember now. I think I did, but my memory is shocking. So adjudication. So definitely it could be that he's going through some legal stuff right now. Could be that he feels that he's being judged. Could be court stuff he's going through. Privileged lady. So some of them might be undergoing some kind of, what am I seeing with that? Some kind of divorce, settlement, things like that. Could be that there's a karmic partner they're trying to move away from. But also at the same time, there could be someone, it could be you even, helping him out through something he might be undergoing right now, whether it be financially or legally. You know, it could be that as well, just for some of you. Just a message there. What else do I want, Spirit? Is that it? I just might get the charms now. So that's pretty much it, what that's saying. I just wanted to get one more. So I want more with you one day. Yeah, he does. See, that's it right there. He wants more with you. Okay, charms for group 1, please, Spirit. So we've got the little wine glass. Someone might like drinking wine. That's cute. We've also got the Taurus, the bull, okay, star sign, so it can represent loyalty, material possessions. We've also got the little comb, so it could be a baby comb, or someone might be a hairdresser or like doing their hair. We've got the key with the love heart, so you hold the key to each other's hearts. And we've got the 5-cent coin echidna, and it's 1987, could be significant date or numbers. We've also got the feather, which represents spirit is with you both. Okay, so you might see feathers in your path as a reminder. We've got the Christian symbol here, so someone has to know that Jesus is around you, or you might be, like one of you might be a Christian. We've got the grapes here too, so it could be a connection with Greece. Could be that you love grapes, or once again that wine. Might be a vineyard that you go to, or a winery. We've got your person is cutting away from the karmic ties. Okay, this is a good sign. Another love heart with a key. Okay, so it shows me that definitely you both hold the key to each other's hearts. We've got the Aries, what looks like an Aries symbol right there as well. And we've got the 3:16, another verse from the Bible. Okay, John 3:16. I don't know what that means. I'd have to check it out. But it says, for God so loved. So definitely it could be someone religious, or just, it might be just a message saying, you know, that pray to God about this situation. We've got the birdhouse. So it could represent communication in someone's house. So in the comfort of their own home, they might want to reach out and communicate or have a conversation. Discovery, crop circles, Batman, it's like sci-fi stuff saying he's back. So it could be that he's coming back to you. That's what that might mean. So let's get some letters. Oh, hang on. So we got an P, W, and A, D, E, B, M, J, I, and a Q. So let me just see this, because when I first looked at this, I saw the word paw. P-A-W can represent a dog or a cat. You might own, one of you might own an animal. I've got jaw, so someone might like someone's jawline. You might like his jawline. He might have like a rugged look. And every time this comes out, I think of the movie Jaws. I don't know why, but anyway, that's there. What else we got? Bed, B-E-D. So it could be that there's something significant about the bedroom or his bed or your bed. Maybe you had some really beautiful intimate times together or conversations in there. We have wed, W-E-D. So definitely looks like we had the honeymoon card. So it could definitely be that he wants to marry you one day, wants that commitment with you. Okay, could be. What else have I got? Jam, J-A-M. So it could be that you're musicians, you want to jam together, or it could be like strawberry jam or something like that. Someone might like jam. Mad, M-A-D. We did see that he was a bit angry. So it could be that he's still undergoing that emotional storm. anger flaring up at times. He feels very bad, B-A-D. Okay, feels bad. What else have I got here? Just seeing if there's any other kind of words. Wade, W-A-D-E, is a word. Is a name, isn't it? Like Wade. We've got the name Pam, P-A-M. And we got the name Map as well, M-A-P. So it could be that you guys are at a distance from each other, or once again, maybe looking at holiday areas that you want to go to, destinations on a map. Because we did see that he might want to take you on a holiday. Oh gosh. B-E, what am I looking at? B-E-A, beam. We've got bead. Okay, so someone might wear beads or make bead jewelry or something like that. What have I got here? Dam, could be a body of water around you guys, or you might live on a property as well. I don't know, there's probably more I'm not seeing here, guys. We've got the name Jim, J-I-M. So Jim or Jimmy. Could be Jim. Oh my God, this is so weird. Because the word came out as Beam, Jim Beam. Oh my God, that's so bizarre. So someone might really love drinking Jim Beam. That's so weird how that happens. With two different words. So guys, that is what I've got here for you today. D-W-A-J-B-P-Q-E-I-M. Okay, guys, so I really hope that's helped you today. Don't forget to put a green heart in the comments section below if you want to be in the draw to win a private reading with me, or to go in the draw to win a deck of my cards, Divine Love Messages from your Twin Flame Soulmate. And he says mistakes are the soul's lessons. So he's learning from his mistakes, guys. So I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings. Hi, group 2. Welcome, guys. You chose a cute little black and brown teddy, not teddy bear, puppy dog. Oh my God, it's kind of like a little teddy bear, I guess, cute and fluffy. All right, let's have a look, guys. Group 2's Divine Masculine. What's going on with him? What's his current energy and how is he feeling for you? And what shadow work is he doing and how is it helping this connection? Okay, group 2. Group 2's Divine Masculine, please, Spirit. What's his current energy? King of Cups reversed. Knight of Swords. And the Six of Cups. Okay, got Gemini, Scorpio energies there already. He wants to return very fast, very quickly. But he's emotionally blocked. Wow. Responsible. I need to start saving myself instead of everyone else. Interesting. And we've also got independent. I admire your freedom to be who you truly are. So there's two messages in that. I feel like he's very... looks up to you, admires you for how independent you are and you're getting strong and moving on in life. And I feel like he wants to catch up really quickly. He wants to come back to you. This is a Soulmate Twin Flame card, you know, Soulmate card. It's precious, it's innocence, it's beautiful memories. And some of you might have known each other from childhood or you've had a long history together, but he wants to return, and he wants to return very fast with a message. But at the same time, he's trying to take responsibility for himself, for his emotions, for the block in his emotions right now. He's got very deep feelings for you, extremely deep feelings, but at the same time, he's blocked. He doesn't know how to express them right now, even though he really, really wants to. He's learning how to. He's taking responsibility, trying to be independent in his life and build himself up. So I'm so confused. I don't know what to do. Please help me to figure us out. Yeah, he's kind of like needing a bit of that guidance too. I have deep wounds from childhood to heal. I know you can help me, but I'm too proud to admit I want or need to be nurtured. Now, it's interesting because there's a children in this card. Childhood wounds. So it does show that, yeah, definitely there might be where the block's coming from is a childhood wound. Hard for him to open up and pour out his emotions as much as he really wants to. And I'm not sure I'm ready to grow up. So damn interesting. We're talking about children. We're talking about that youthful side. And he's maybe a little bit worried about going through this transformation. Maybe he is a kid at heart as well. But he's got to realize that he can still be a kid at heart whilst growing and mastering his emotions. So that's important to know. So he says, I'm jealous. Okay, so there's something going on with your life. Maybe there's something you're doing that he's feeling a bit jealous over. It could be that you're with someone else. I fear you have forgotten me. I don't want you moving on without me. There it is. What's his shadow message? I don't know what you want from me or this connection. So there is some confusion there. And my love for you is as deep as the ocean. See, this divine masculine's in the ocean. He's got deep feelings for you. He really does. He just has this real block with being able to express it. He doesn't have the maturity just yet to be able to express it fully. So I dreamt about a love like this since I was a child. Oh my God. Oh my God, guys. It's just so interesting to me, like not wanting to grow up, and we got childhood wounds and now child again in this. It's just so bizarre. So your person's definitely maybe even in a nostalgic type of energy right now, looking back into his life, you know, I feel stuck in a toxic situation. I just can't move right now. So yeah, emotionally he's trying to move out of that. So, make sure you focus on yourself first now. When you raise your vibration by just doing what you love, you will attract me back in. So making sure that you're not too busy, you know, worrying about what he's doing or monitoring him sort of thing. He really needs you to live your life and just be happy and value yourself as well. Could also be representing that he is trying to do this for himself because he is becoming independent and responsible for his independence and his independent growth. You know, his growth and healing here. So let's have a look. What is he feeling for you? 7 of Wands. 8 of Wands. We've got the 5 of Cups. And we've got the Page of Cups reversed. And we've got the 5 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. Yeah, as much as he wants to come forward and communicate something to you about maybe even wanting to come back to you, and he wants to be able to share his emotions, his feelings, his true feelings for you, he has extreme passion for you. He wants to come in really fast. He wants to fight for this. He's really worried that you're going to move on without him. And he's very protective of the connection as well. So it's like he's on guard. Not ready to fight others off, but that's kind of like an energy I'm getting with this one, is that he doesn't want you to move on with anyone else. He's very protective of you, maybe a little bit possessive. You do have the Scorpio energy there. He's very sad about how things have turned out. We've got a masculine in this card. He's extremely sad that he can't be where he wants to be emotionally right now. We've got another Cups reversed here. Emotional immaturity. Feeling that he's not able to offer anything of value that's, you know, like his deep emotions or even a commitment to you. He's just so sad that he hasn't been able to do that. He feels like, well, this is what's coming through. He feels a bit like a loser. Like he feels like he's not winning in this situation at all. He feels like that he's got the passion and the energy and the drive to want to come forward. There's that definite desire and drive to do that. But at the same time, he just feels like he can't offer anything to you right now with the way he is. So yes, he is working hard on himself, but he's worried that he's going to miss out. So yes, there's been perhaps even some financial issues, but he wants you to know how much he values you, that he didn't mean to reject you. He didn't mean to sit on the fence. He couldn't make a decision right then and there. So he sees you so beautiful. Your natural beauty takes my breath away. He just looks up to you. And integrity, I'm trying to do the right thing and balance his life out. Healthy, I'm becoming my best self. So it's almost like he's saying, wait for me. I am getting there. And I never meant to hurt you, and it pains me that I have. My heart was torn. I need space right now. Yeah, he needs space. He knows he needs space to get himself sorted. And I will always forgive the mistakes you make. And you're so amazing, it's intimidating. And we've got, what if you can never forgive me for my past mistakes? Could be a musician as well. We're looking at music in there. Yeah, he's really thinking about this. What's his shadow message? So it feels so cold in my heart when we are apart, and I'm afraid to commit to you. So he is afraid with the way he is right now to commit to you because he just doesn't feel like he's grown enough in himself and that he's strong enough just yet to deal with that. So my heart is broken. Is that what it says? Yeah, my heart is broken. And I'm sorry that I deceived you. I'm still haunted by my actions. So he may not have been truthful to you. You might have felt that he was leading you on, and he didn't mean to do that. Even though he wants those things. So I've been taking you for granted. I'm sorry. Now I finally feel the consequences of my actions. I hope I haven't lost you for good. He's really worried about you moving on. And I feel so lost without you. I'm heartbroken over you. Yeah, we see that 5 of Cups once again. The sadness, the regrets there. You know, the regrets of perhaps not taking action when he could have. But he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. So we've got, I get butterflies every time my eyes lock with yours. And I need you because I love you. And I turned out liking you a lot more than I originally planned. So it's kind of like it just hit him one day. It feels like it just hit him that he fell in absolute love with you. You know, this is where it's been. Like he's just absolutely adores you and doesn't know what to do with this. So yeah, he's been inconsistent, unreliable, unstable, maybe game playing, or maybe it just has felt like he's game playing. You might not try to be game playing, but that's what's going on. So how is, what shadow work is he undergoing that spirit are helping him to heal right now? So we've got healer guides, loss, and also unconditional love, divine mother. He feels like, interesting with the mother, and we've also got the childlike stuff here, he might not have really been nurtured in life. He might have really felt that void or a loss of the motherly care in his life whilst growing up. And so maybe when he's seeing your nurturing side, as much as he's attracted to that, it scares him because he's never had that before. He's afraid that he might stuff it up or lose it for good. Some of them might have actually lost a mother. Okay, like there might be a grieving process of actually losing a mother. But it's definitely showing that he needs to heal himself. He needs to nurture his own spirit. But they are around him, helping him. Competition, warrior guides. Yeah, his competitive side's coming out here. What else have we got? Deprivation and truth, higher self. He's got to work out what he's fighting for. What is he moving towards in life? What is he competing against? Probably his own demons, his fears, things like that. But he's got to realize that he's only deprived if he allows himself to be. He's got to reach his truth, not stay stuck in victim mode, but it does look like he's coming into that responsible mode where he is starting to become really independent and take care of himself. Sexuality, There's something intimacy, something he's probably not very good with. Like there's some healing to do around sexuality, whether he might have been abused in his younger years. It could be that he's just been abusing his body in casual flings and stuff like that. But there's definitely a need for security in a relationship, an intimate relationship here. We've also got Phoenix rising from the ashes and cycles. So he can go through cycles where he'll crash and burn type thing. You know, it's like he will go through a cycle where things will build up, and then there'll be a loss or a cutoff or some kind of a grief. He'll go through a cycle with this. But then he will still rise up from the ashes, but he needs to, this is the cycle that he's going through, that he most needs to heal sexuality right here. And it can go into past life stuff, okay? It could be past lives that some stuff really needs to be dealt with here. So he needs to cut cords. Yeah. Learn how to do cord cutting. Be feeling okay with himself, with his sexuality and his masculinity. There's a lot of, a lot of shame that the divine masculines carry within themselves because they are a masculine, because of the generational stuff and what's happened like for many, many, many years, where the masculines have come through with very aggressive type of energy and abuse their power. The divine masculines who are not doing that are trying to break free from those generational curses, basically, and not be tainted with the same brush. So it's kind of like he is really trying to find his way in himself, how he feels with intimacy and sexuality, where he stands with that, and is he okay with who he is and how he is. Releasing fears. This is something he's learning to do, is release fears around that and access clear thinking. So that's what he's trying to do in his space right now, is really process and heal through thinking. So we've got the surrender to inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in quiet, meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. He's actually moving into this solitude. And negative thinking is being surrendered. So you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. I think your divine masculine's really trying to love himself. He's trying to accept himself right now, and he can do that through getting rid of those subconscious unhealthy patterns, you know, that are taking over. So it could be that he is starting to really learn about meditation, self-love, things like that. He might be looking and listening to podcasts or audio books, things like that he might be doing. So new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. And very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So for some of you, it could be, for a very small amount of you here, that your divine masculine is moving into another connection, and he needs to do that, as his soul contract is telling him he needs to learn some more karmic lessons to help his spiritual growth. Could be a soulmate connection, but for a lot of you, he's actually moving into this with you, because we are talking about what is he doing to help bring this connection about. I feel like this is what he's doing very soon. Well, it shows he wants to be with you. He's got deep love for you. So it makes more sense that it's about you. He wants it to be like a new love, like this beautiful new feeling of coming back together and returning to you. Yeah, I'm filled with fear and doubt. He's got a lot of regrets from the past. And nobody cares. Isolation. That's part of his shadow energy he's in, and there's nothing I can do about it right now. He feels limited because he's stuck with that heavy sadness and regrets right now. But he is working on himself. Yeah, you make me feel things I can't even describe. Passion, like he is really in love with you, has so much passion. What's his higher self message? My motives are sincere. Please see beyond my struggles. I'm trying my best. And I know we're connected even when we're apart. So he's feeling your energy. And what else? I'm a big mess, and that's the last thing you need right now. This is why he's staying away. And honest, open, truthful, communicative. Yeah, he wants to come in and communicate his feelings to you. He really does want to share and express it. What he's undergoing, what he's feeling. Definitely wants you to know where he's at. So nothing is yet set in stone. So knowing that anything can change at any given time. Prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. And don't let your past hold you back. So it could be that he's also trying to work on himself, like his finances, his business, things like that can help him also to feel strong in himself and grow. He's not letting his past hold him back. And spring blossom, so a new beginning, things coming to life. Could be around the springtime that things start to blossom in the connection again. What does Spirit want you to know? Oh, wow. Okay, we've got energy exchange, worry not. And we've got Reiki, higher consciousness. So it could be that for a lot of you divine feminines, you need to move into this higher consciousness. You need to perhaps have an energy exchange with somebody. So it could be literally going and getting Reiki. Okay, giving and receiving Reiki, energy healing of some sort, holistic therapy. And worrying, not worrying, you know, worrying about, don't worry about it type thing. It feels to me like a lot of you have to get your sacral chakra looked at mostly. Sacral. Yeah, the sacral chakra really, and the sacral chakra and crown chakra for some reasons coming through a lot for you guys. Yeah, okay. And the solar. Solar plexus is confidence. So what is Spirit helping your person with? No. Well, there it is. Archangel Jeremiel, awakening. Yes, your person's going through a dark night of the soul. So he is awakening. He is awakening. Amazing. It's got the orange for like the sacral chakra. We've got purple on the stars for the crown chakra. And blue and green for the heart and throat chakra. Amazing. Emotion. Wow. Awakening his emotions. Oh my God, I love this. Oh my God, guys. Dark night of the soul right there. Oh my God, you cannot make this up. Seriously. This is amazing. So there it is. He's awakening his emotions through this dark night of the soul. We see the water again, the ocean that we saw him in before. Where is it? We saw him in this ocean. Okay, we got the page of cups here too somewhere where he was in water. So very much so awakening his emotions for you. And about love and just everything. Sexuality, intimacy, his fears, he's working through it. And we've got community. So he needs that community spirit. It might be that he has a good social circle around him. It might be his family, his friends. Just something that he might be doing in the community to help others, which will help to heal his soul and heart. And he'll help him to open up his heart as well. Because when you give, you can also heal from that, you know. So that's really interesting. That's really good. He might be trying to find where he fits in within his community too. All right, let's get some charms for group 2. I don't know if I've got any of these cards yet. So our connection is so beautiful, but it's also painful and confusing as hell. And facing my reflection is more than I can handle. And I desire you deeply and eternally. And the kindness in your heart is so beautiful. All right, group 2's charms, please, Spirit. Group 2's charms. Okay, so we've got the pliers, could be a tradie, okay, but represents wanting to fix something as well. We've got the travel leisure, so it's interesting, you might want to travel with you, or you might have to travel towards each other to see each other. Don't know what's it doing. We've also got the Don Bradman, Australian cricketer coin here as well. And this says Sir Don Bradman, so someone's name might be Don or Brad. Where are we? It says here numbers 99, 94, 69, 96. It says Sunday, so that could be significant for some of you, the day Sunday. I don't know what the hell's going on with this focus. We've got the 5-cent echidna coin, Australian coin. It says 1983, so 1983 might be significant. We've got lots of nines in these. We've got, how many nines have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 nines. It's weird. Okay, so we've also got a little couch. How cute, with love hearts on it. So your person might really want to just, there might be something about cuddling up on a couch or just wanting to watch a movie with you or a DVD. We've got the zebra, so someone might be seeing things only in black and white, or it could represent an African connection here, or South Africa. We've also got family, friendly. Why am I saying family? That's weird. Friendly. We've got the Libra. Oh my God, sorry guys, I'm not bloody thinking. Aquarius, friendly. For some reason I saw the water. And it reminds me of Libra too with the balance for some reason. That is coming through as a separate message, I'm sure. We've got the beautiful infinity symbol, so it can represent eternal love. It also represents twin flames. We've got the number 8 in that as well. We've also got a beautiful tree of life. Represents growth, health, family, and yeah, nature, getting out in nature as well, but that definitely shows spiritual growth. I feel like there's a lot of peace coming to your person as well, and this connection, so they are really working hard on themselves to achieve that peace. We've also got the 4-leaf clover, which is that prosperity and good luck coming into the connection. And we've got the cute little pussycat here. Someone might own a cat, but it can represent fertility, protection, that kind of stuff as well. Someone might have a psychic ability. All right, let's go. Someone's name might be Cat as well. Okay. Okay, we've got an E, a P, an R, a Y, a U, L, B, X, and an F. So the first word I see obviously is X. Someone might be letting go of an X. Your person could be undergoing traumas from an X. Things like that could be happening as well. Plex, I don't know what that means, P-L-E-X. We've got the Lex, word Lex. Rex, thinking of a dog or someone's name Rex. What else? We got the word blue, B-L-U-E. I don't know why I'm saying bluey. Blue, okay, it could be a significant color. It might be the color of their eyes, could be someone's favorite color. We do see a lot of blues in this reading with the water and stuff, emotions, as well. What else have we got here? We've got only one vowel, have we? Oh, no, 2. So we got F-U-E-L. You fuel their fire. You know, it's almost like fuel, like gas, petrol, whatever it could be. Might work at a service station. But fuel, this energy, like it's almost like when they think about you, it's that chemistry. They're fueling that fire. Let's have a look. What else have I got? Pray, but it's not A-Y, it's pray as in P-R-E-Y. So it could be that someone might see your person as prey. They might be vulnerable as prey to, you know, those third parties or dark interferences or dark attachments right now. So it just looks like they just need to really be mindful of that and protect themselves. Maybe you can protect your person as well. Yeah. What else have I got here? I've got the word pub, P-U-B. So it could be that they like to go to the pub. They might have a drink now and then with mates. Something like that. Might work at one. Someone might work at one. Rub. When I think of the word rub, I think of like a back rub. So someone might really appreciate that. I feel like your person might really want to give you a massage or vice versa. Yeah. What else have I got here? F-U-R, once again, reminds me of like a cat or a dog. Got the words B-U-R-Y, so bury. So they need to bury the past, like leave it behind as well. That's pretty much all I got now, guys. So we got XLE, PFBUR, and Y. I hope that's helped you today. Don't forget to put a green heart in the comments section below if you want to be in the draw to win a private reading with me, or to go in the draw to win a deck of my cards, Divine Love Messages from your twin flame soulmate. And your message is, if I can focus it, is I blame myself. Okay, so your person does blame themselves for this, whatever's going on, for hurting you. They hold a lot of regrets, but they're also working on themselves, guys, and it looks like it could very much heal between the two of you. I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings. Hi, group 3. Welcome, guys. You chose a cute little brown puppy dog and the Universal Celtic Tarot. Let's have a look at what's going on with your Divine Masculine. What's happening with his shadow work? What is he healing right now? And how might it affect or impact your connection in terms of being able to maybe heal together? What is his current feelings for you? What's his current energy? Okay, Spirit, Group 3's Divine Masculine, please. What current energy is he sitting in, please? Ace of Swords reversed. 8 of Wands. Wow, hang on. Oops. 3 of Wands reversed. And we got the Emperor reversed. We've got Aries energy there. Sagittarius with the 8 of Wands. Okay. Yeah, Aries is very fiery energy coming through for you guys with your Divine Masculine right now. I think he's trying to... what is he trying to do? Because he's not feeling strong. He's not strong on his throne. He's not feeling secure, or that he has an empowered type of energy right now following him into his future. He can't see the future. He's not getting the clarity that he needs to build a momentum, right, to push forward and overcome the obstacles. There might not be any communication between you at the moment for some of you, but I feel like he wants to come forward and communicate. He wants to be able to be sure of himself, where he stands. So, Tame, you make me feel calm and free. And Envy, every single day I feel worse about myself and my choices. So he knows that, you know, he's been thinking and reflecting on the fact that if he was to have a life with you, he'd be quite free in that. You are kind of taming him, you know, and from this wild kind of nature he might have, where he just wants to, he might feel a bit reckless. And it's almost like you bring him security. And he does feel bad about himself. He looks at other people around him, maybe other masculines around his age, or just where they're at in their stage in life. He just feels like he's not there. Yeah, healing. I know we can fix what has broken. So this is what he wants to do, is heal himself, heal the connection. I'm committed to improving myself. You inspire me to grow and heal. Right there it is, growing and healing. He really, really looks up to you. He has a lot of passion for you. He's trying to find the spark and the motivation to get something happening. It's like you ground him. And without you here, without you there, it can be hard for him to ground himself. He's always on the go, 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 and busy and distracted. I still have abandonment wounds from my childhood. And I know we share a strong spiritual bond. And please don't shut me out. Can you forgive me? Shadow side message. What did you expect? Roses have thorns. So, you know, you might have been really drawn to him because of his beauty and how lovely he is as a person. And he might be a very attractive person as well, but he's letting you know he's not perfect. He does have these wounds that are going to lash out at you at times, you know, if you get too close. I feel so disconnected from you. Yeah, definitely for some of you, you're not in communication right now. That plays a big thing here. You're the most beautiful soul I've ever known. It blows my mind you could love me. And I get insecure when it comes to you. I am nervous and overwhelmed in your presence. And sometimes I feel like it's not possible for you to care as much as you say you do, like it's not real. And one day the truth will be revealed. I'm just staying prepared. Yeah, so your divine masculine might have sabotaged some things or might have backed off as soon as he kind of came in close towards you. He was afraid of being burned. I've been bleeding in your silence. So yes, guys, this is definitely for a lot of you who have maybe even closed off to your masculine right now or are not in communication. I'm sorry for all the hateful things that I said. I was just afraid. I feel frustrated with myself because I'm afraid that you are going to be the one that got away. I wish I had the courage to come back for you, but I just don't feel ready. I need more healing time first. 3 times now the word healing has come up. So yes, he definitely needs to heal himself. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What is he actually feeling for you? Okay, just wanted to get one more card with this one actually. Just wanted to get this one here. So he's very sad, depressed, grief, forlorn, and snooping. Social media stalking, gossip, asking questions. So he could be asking other people about you and what you're up to. He's afraid you're going to move away from him. He's envious of other people who might be in your presence, especially if it's another divine, like if it's another masculine. And he is, yeah, feeling like he's not quick enough, like he wants to come rushing in, but he's not standing strong on his feet. He can't see in the future just yet. So yeah, he's been probably spying on your social media. He has some trust issues. All right, so how is he actually feeling for you? 10 of Cups and the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Ace of Cups. And we got the 9 of Cups reversed. Okay. He wants a fresh beginning with you. He has this amazing amount of love. He just wants to pour into this connection. He wants to make your dreams and wishes come true. He feels like hasn't been doing that. He wants his 10 of Cups with you. He wants this emotional bliss and this real absolute contentment, emotional fulfillment and love and marriage, happiness with you. He wants to give you that. He wants to give it to you. He wants to offer it and provide it to you. He doesn't want you to be, he doesn't want to bring you down because of his issues. He doesn't want to disappoint you. He wants you to be, he doesn't want you off with someone else either. He wants you to be single. So, you know, when he does come in, he's got the ability to sort of come in and rescue and make, you know, be the hero coming in to help turn your frown upside down type thing. He really loves you. He has a lot of like mixed emotions going on here as well. He wants to be on his feet, solid, building his empire, protecting you, being the protector type thing. I feel like he wants to come in and provide that. We have this sexual, let's play. So he's definitely attracted to you sexually, wants to have a beautiful relationship with you where you are best mates, but also adventurous together, you know, in the bedroom as well as emotionally in life. He might want to have a family with you. Yeah, isolation, nobody cares. So at the moment he feels, whilst he's in isolation, maybe you've cut him out. He is feeling like, you know, maybe you don't care and worried. It feels like I'm carrying the weight of the world. So he worries about you as well. It's almost like he wants to come in and just make sure you're okay, but he knows he can't do that because he's not okay himself. And we are mirroring each other, and I love you. So he knows that you both love each other. And I despise others giving you the attention I know I should. My pride stands in the way. That's part of that envy, I think. Did we see the envy? I know you think I only care about sex, but it's not true. I do care about you. I just don't know how to share my emotions with words. We see the sexual let's play. Maybe he thinks that you just think he's there for that. And the best lover I've ever had. See, so he does feel like, you know, it's more than just sex when you're in the bedroom together. Or even if you haven't had that happen, it's like he's fantasizing about that, but not just the physical. He wants the emotional aspects of that with that. So he says, I have a lot of addictions you don't know about. So he's trying to sort through those. And I wish I could tell you how I truly feel, but these feelings I have for you scare me. I am working on myself so that I can love you the way you deserve to be loved. He's got some healing to do. Definite. Could be, let me go back to this for a minute. Where am I? Yes, there could be fatherly issues here going on for him. He might be a father too, but I do feel like there's fatherly issues going on for him. So it could be regarding his childhood stuff with his father. So we've got, could you ever forgive me for all the hurt I've caused you? I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. And if it's meant to be, it will be, baby. Just let it be. So he's realizing that at the moment is not much, like it's out of his hands how this goes at the moment, like regarding the connection. He knows he has to just focus on himself for now. So let's have a look then at what spirit are helping him with. What shadow work is he kind of doing right now within himself? What's he working on? Or what's he being guided to work through? New beginnings. Wow. Divine Father. Interesting. It says that. Yeah, so he's got to just be guided into a new door. Let the new chapter begin. Let go of an old chapter. Bravado, warrior guide. So he's got to be able to face this with courage to move and step forward into a new path, into a new beginning. Psychic awareness, divine soul. So his soul is trying to lead him the way through that door, giving him the courage to do so. And judgment, higher self. So he might be needing to learn discernment. He might be too judgmental on himself, right? Too hard on himself right now as well. Wow, don't you dare do that, cards. They love to just throw themselves out, and then when they do that, they knock down all my other cards. It's not fun. Okay. Yeah, group 3's person. So we've got rejection. Oh, there's rejection issues here. He's very afraid of that. Selling out. So it could be part of those addictions as well, but it could also be that he's just settling. He's selling himself out. He needs to be authentic, be true to himself. He needs to go through that transformation, be absolutely courageous with that, you know, so he doesn't sell himself out. What does he want? He's got to go and follow with what his heart's desire is telling him. So we've got develop stronger concentration. This is what spirit are helping him to do right now, is go deep within and really concentrate and focus on what it is he needs to work on. Instead of distracting himself, create boundaries. So he's got to create boundaries with other people, his own boundaries. He's got to know what his own boundaries are. And we've also got surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Yeah, I think that he might feel like he has to force things to happen rather than just let it flow. Wow, what was that? Oh, look at that. Inner child. Playful, reflecting, soul searching. He's definitely soul searching. Inner child wounds there to deal with still. So we've got you deserve love, you are lovable. His inner child seriously needs to be loved. There's definitely either an absent father or there's been an abusive father. It's almost like he's really yearned to have a loving, protective father in his life. And he might have been ridiculed. He might have been felt like he just never was good enough. He might have been rejected by his own father. There's drinking issues too for some of them. So we've got mature man. This is what he's trying to go into, is the divine masculinity, mastery, like emotional mastery, developing that maturity through the changes, because that's what happens. You transform and grow through change. Yeah, despair, moving through that. Once again, 3 and 2 is a number 5, which is all about change. So he's got to realize that, you know, he might feel like at the moment there's despair and there's no way out, but he's got to start looking at his lessons, looking within and letting it go, healing and letting it go. Coffin, letting it go. We've also got lovers here reversed. I wasn't going to do them reversed, but that's interesting that came out. So it looks to me like there might be some part of love, might be a past karmic partner that he needs to just move away from. There might have been a mother of his children that has really hurt him in life, and it's just got to be put to rest now within him. It could be that because of all these issues from the past to do with his childhood and abandonment issues or rejection issues and addictions or something like that, it's really affected him being able to open up emotionally in a beautiful connection. So yes, he's just not feeling like he's on his feet. He feels like he can't build a future with someone or with you because he just feels so bad and that he'll end up being a failure. That's what he's been taught to believe about himself. So be bold and make the first move. This is what he's trying to do. And it's time to take action. See, new moon in Aries. Once again, Aries is pretty strong, fiery passion coming through. He's trying to, be courageous in making the first move and taking the action to perhaps move forward with communication. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. He just has to feel like he's in a safe enough place within himself to do so. So regret but hope remains. Reminds me of the 5 of Cups when I created this card. You know, there's a lot of regret within your divine masculine. It's showing that there's hope that remains, but standing your ground. So it could be at the moment, you know, that if he was to reach out and wants to, because I can see the passion here, he really wants this new beginning. He's got to do his inner work though. So he could be very tempted to just try and reach out without doing the work. And this is about you standing your ground and letting him know perhaps that there is hope, but you need to do the work. And true love. It's true love right there. He knows that. Yeah, miracle healing. Now there's that word healing again. Oh my God. So there's miracle healing coming through with this. It's amazing. So what else is happening for him? What angels are around him right now helping him? What are they helping him with? Music, harmony in his life. Archangel Israfel, I've never heard of that one. Music, so it could be that he's a musician. Could be that he's just listening to music and really helping him to heal in some way. And passion, he has extreme passion, Nathaniel. He has extreme passion in his heart. Maybe he's passionate about music. That's something that can help him. Clarity, that's what we saw with the Ace of Swords reversed. He's going to receive clarity once he starts. He might need to get his sacral chakra moving. So even if he was dancing a bit or something, or just moving his body in some way, the music is amazing, the therapy of music. And I just feel like even the throat chakra, singing, being able to communicate can help to dislodge that block that's there. As well as the third eye. I need space right now. And I know we are soulmates. And mistakes are the soul's lessons. And seeing you triggers past pain within me. I'm thinking of you right now. Yeah, let's talk. He's saying he needs space, but he wants to talk, see? So he might just reach out. He might just reach out, but not really want to start anything serious or even anything intimate right now. He might just want to reach out and say, hi, how are you? Or, you know, he just might really want to have a chat with you. But I don't think serious stuff he can deal with right now. Our last conversation haunts me. And I know we communicate telepathically, but I long for your loving touch. So everything I do reminds me of you. Your beauty and grace captivates me. Love isn't always on time. Please be patient with me. And I'm afraid if you touch me, you will destroy me. Yeah, there's a lot of trust issues. Things aren't always as they seem. Yeah, so he might be struggling a lot more than you realize, and he's putting on maybe a bit of a mask to the world, and you might think that he's okay and that he's off living his life, but deep down there's a huge struggle there. I want you by my side. It's easier to stay away now than lose you later. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion in this divine masculine here. What's his higher self message? I can see clearly now. See, you're starting to get that clarity. That's really cool. So thinking of you brings calm to my soul. Did we see this somewhere? Can't remember now. I've got to check. Did we see it somewhere? Yes, look. You make me feel calm and free. Thinking of you brings calm to my soul. My motives are sincere. Please see beyond my struggles. I'm trying my best. Okay, let's get some charms. Some charms for group 3. Okay, charms for group 3, please, Spirit. What do we got? We got a telephone, which is, it broke off the little receiver, but it can represent issues in interference with like a disconnection, you know what I mean? When I see that as a symbol, it's symbolic of that. But yes, he wants to communicate. And we do see the Christian symbol, so it could be that he is a Christian or someone's just praying hard for this connection to work. We've got liberty, it's a 1 dime. Is it 1 dime? USA 1 dime. We've got the wand. See, it's like a torch. A torch there reminds me of the Ace of Wands, so there's a lot of passion and inspiration to start this off. 1988 is the date. We've got intuitive, which is Pisces. Once again, the fish is interesting. We get fish on this, fish on this. So it could be definitely related to Christianity. It could be that your person's healing. Maybe Father God is coming in and healing your person, praying hard. There might be some religion involved in this. Might be someone who likes fishing. We've got the little bag here. So it's a woman's bag with a little flower on there. Could, like, usually when you have a bag, it means you're going out somewhere, but it could be that he's trying to let go of baggage. We also have the little couch. How cute. So, you know, he might be reminiscing or wants to be on a couch with you and cuddle up and just watch a DVD or something. We've got the peace symbol here. So peace coming into the connection. We've also got this love heart with the hand. So, you know, it's like you both hold love for each other. You've got the fish again. This is double Pisces. So it does show like that healing coming through, intuition, gentle energy. We've also got the guitar. So it could be a musician that you're dealing with, or you both might be. We've got the flower pot. So it definitely shows growth in this connection can happen, and it can be a beautiful thing to grow. Yeah, definitely growth. Look at this. We've got the little tree. So it's definitely showing growth in this connection here. We've got the little koala, so it represents like Australia, or he just wants to give you a big bear hug. We've also got the shell, so it's someone who lives near the beach perhaps, or just loves being in water. We do have a lot of fish here. And we've also got the pliers, so someone could be a tradie, a builder, or just want to mend this relationship. Let's have a look at the letters. All right, we got a Z, is it? Yeah, we got a Z, a Q, a W, a C, J, H, F, D, and a K, and an N. We don't have any vowels today, but we do have a K, N, D, F, H, J, C, W, Q, and a Z, guys. I hope that's resonated with you today. And don't forget to put a green heart in the comments section below if you want to be in the draw to win a private reading with me, or to go in the draw to win a deck of my cards, Divine Love Messages from your Twin Flame Soulmate. And your person's saying, I often think of our last intimate times together. So he's definitely got a lot of passion for you. So I look forward to connecting with you guys next time. Love and blessings. Hi guys, just going to show you the cards that I used in today's reading. I just wanted to say I think I forgot Group 3's special message for the viewer, so I'm just going to quickly do that. There is a timestamp. You know, I'm going to be putting a timestamp in there for this one. So Group 3, what is your message? Yeah, what's your message, Group 3? So you got to watch your health, okay? You got to look at your health, energy, wise as well. You've got to look at your, well, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual health. Might want to go and get a checkup done. And harmony, balance. There you go. So you need to check out your health to achieve harmony and balance in your life. Something might be imbalanced within yourself right now. Now, I'm going to get started with what cards I'm using. This is the Reiki cards. Reiki Oracle deck by Claudette Knox and Gina Wilson and Maureen Wolford. And they're just absolutely gorgeous, these cards. So I'm going to pick a card for you. Well, there it is. So we've got changing consciousness. Some of you need to just change your ways of thinking. Be aware of your thought pattern, what you're saying to yourself, or what you're, what you're talking about. What are you saying? Is it negative? Is it positive? Watch where your thoughts are. Okay, guys, this is the Moonology Oracle deck by Yasmin Boland. And we've got Show the World the Real You, Full Moon in Aquarius. We've got Love Messages by High Priestess 1111. And your person says, I don't care how complicated this gets, I still want you. Moody Moon Messages by Sister Moon Tarot, as well as her Doubts of the Divine Masculine. Little cards here, so cute, by Sister Moon Tarot. Wow. Infidelity, cheating, deception, secrets. That might have been applicable to some of you in some of the readings I've done. But it shows here too, deciding, deliberating, options, comparing. So your person's trying to make a choice in something, a decision. And we've got here, do you really love me, or are you just trying to fill a void? So it's some of the doubts that your Divine Masculine might be having. We've got Confessions of the Soul by Made for Love. And he says, I'm working on my codependency issues right now. We've got Charming Oracle Love Messages by Sarah at Charming Oracle. And he says, you made me realize that I want to do things better. I'm working on myself because of you. Oops. And we've got White Rose Guidance, Divine Love Messages, Volume 2 by Lindsay at White Rose Guidance. It's like we share the same mind and heart. Okay, and then we've got my Divine Confessions of a Broken Heart, Volume 1. Oh, I meant every loving word I said. And I wish I could turn back time. I'd do things differently. There is so much of life I want to share with you. These are my Divine Yin Yang Oracle for Lovers, Messages of Shadow and Light. So the shadow one is I am racked with guilt. And higher self is I've got this. And my other cards are Divine Love Messages from your Twin Flame Soulmate that you have the chance to win. And write down your feelings. So it looks like your person is perhaps also trying to write down their feelings and get in touch with those. Ocean of Emotion, Bridget Rao. I can see beyond the smoke and mirrors now, the illusion. So your person's starting to see what they need to do. We've got the Divine Masculine's Confessions by Bridget Rao. And he says, don't hold back, jump in and give to me, all of you. Set the pace so I can too. Now, my other cards that I've created is the Divine Love Oracle. And, oh, that threw itself out. Happy outcome with the rainbow. Beautiful. And we've got reach out. He wants to reach out. So, you know, if you're interested in any of my deck of cards, there's a link in the description box below that you can click on to check them out. Thank you for doing so. We've got the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. And we've got separation. So a lot of you might be in separation, and this is the time where he's going through this major change right now. We've got the, by Cairo Marchetti, we've got the Kippa deck cards. I think it's Fin de Sequel Kippa cards or something. So we've got courthouse. There might be some legal issues that your person's undergoing right now. Documents, legal contracts, that kind of thing. They could be in trouble with some things for some of you. We've also got the, what's this one? The Mystical Healing Reading Cards by Inna Segal. And it says, develop stronger concentration. So he's trying to concentrate and focus on what he needs to heal. These are the Heal Yourself reading cards by Inna Segal. And we've got how teachable are you? So he's starting to learn some lessons and knowing that he can't really control some things. He's got to be able to allow himself to be teachable. Ask Your Guides by Sonia Choquette. This was a beautiful gift from Nick. Thank you, Nick. And we've got shame, divine healers. So this is probably a core issue that your divine masculine is undergoing healing right now. I know it came up in some parts of a reading where there was shame for the divine masculines that they're dealing with. We've also got the Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff, I think it is. Surrender to complete healing. See, he's healing. Open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. And the hidden world. So it's his secretive world. It's his inner self. You know, he's going within into that quiet void. You know, it could be a dark place for him, but he's going into it. We've got the Universal Celtic Tarot that I was using for reading 3. And we've got the Six of Wands reversed. So he doesn't feel very, you know, victorious right now. He doesn't feel like people are really looking up to him. He feels deflated. We've got the Light Seers Tarot that I used for reading number 1, I think it was. We've got the Queen of Swords reversed, so there's no clarity. He might feel that you've gone a bit cold on him and closed him off. And we've got also the Arcanum Tarot, reading number 2. And the Nine of Wands. So he's still hanging in there. He's still, you know, at times needing to just recuperate and just reflect, reconsider his position, maybe do a life review. But he's going to pick himself up and still keep going. So that's a really good thing, guys. And I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings.